So there was also this question about high inflation, food inflation, asked by several members, former finance minister, and several other members who joined in as well. So as per the data released yesterday, the CPI inflation for January 25 fell to 4.31% from 5.22%. This is now closer to the lower end of RBI's inflation target, which is in the range of 4%. So the steep correction, particularly in tomato, onion, and potato prices, actually these three are key components in the CPI food basket. And additionally, decline in pulses inflation supported by tariff-free imports. For the pulses that we don't produce adequately for our consumption, we import, but we made a conscious policy of removing the tariff when the import comes in so that we don't add to the price of the landed pulses. So, as per the RBI's report on 7th February, sir, CPI inflation for 25-26 is projected to be lower at 4.2% only. So, food inflation, which gets triggered when you have an adverse weather condition, and supply chain disruptions are being managed by a group of ministers who are ensuring that timely import happens if there is a shortfall in the supply. So as a result, I think with the first advanced estimates on agricultural production, 24-25 being what it is, Kharif food grain production is expected to be at 5.7%. So the production of rice and tur dal is expected to increase by 5.9% and 2.5% respectively compared to 23-24. So the prices of food will be well under the inflation radar is the kind of advanced estimates which we are getting. But despite that, the group of ministers will be keenly monitoring. So what did this budget do, the current budget which is waiting for clearance? In 100 districts where agricultural productivity is really low, we have come up with a scheme called PM Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana, so that agri activities are given impetus, productivity is increased, so that more produce come into the market. Many other things are also added in it. Atmanirbharta for pulses, so that we grow as much and more of pulses, of all variety of pulses that we consume in this country. Then comprehensive program for vegetables and fruits, so that supply remains abundant. And a national mission for high-yielding seeds are also brought in, so that production of high-yielding seeds will result in greater agricultural produce in the market. So I have expanded and explained about how governments attempt to get subsidized dal, subsidized rice, subsidized atta come into the market in the name of Bharat Chana Dal, Bharat Atta. I just want to say how much is already sold in the market. And that selling is going to help because if you look at totally between the phase 1 and phase 2, Bharat Chana Dal, 13.8 lakh tons are already sold. Bharat Atta, 16.0 lakh tons are already sold. Rice, 15.3 lakh tons are already sold. So with Chana whole, moong, dal, and so on. So it is clear that government's attempt to remove the stress of price rise is actually being received in the ground. The efforts will continue. We shall make sure that price should not be a burden on the ordinary citizens. We shall support this subsidized atta, wheat, and rice, and chana dal, and so on. So inflation management, again, I think we have made sure that we are addressing the problem. I'm not getting into a comparison game because by now it is very clear who manages inflation a lot more in time and who doesn't. So the depreciation of the rupee was also something which very many members spoke about. I want to spend a minute on it. Many of the members are still here who have been talking about it. The value of the Indian rupee, sir, is influenced by several factors which I'm sure honorable members know about it. Those factors are the movement of the dollars, the index of the dollar, trends in capital flows, level of interest rates, movement in crude prices, current account deficit, so on, so many of them. Quarter 4 of 2024 certainly witnessed extensive currency-related volatility across major countries, not just India. So Indian rupee, like other Asian currencies, depreciated against the US dollar on account of uncertainty pervading the global macro economy. US dollar index rose to 6.5% during October 21, 2024 to January 27, 2025. Major Asian currencies such as the Korean won, Indonesian rupiah, Malaysian ringgit depreciated by 8.1%, 6.4% and 5.9% respectively. G10 currencies also depreciated during this period by more than 5.5%. For instance, the Japanese yen, British pound and euro depreciated by 7.0%, 6.6% and 5.8% respectively. So the government, we believe that overvalued currencies erode national competitiveness as exports become expensive and domestic companies will have to be given support. So I would like to allay the concerns or apprehensions of the honourable members on account of INR fluctuation. The government and RBI will continue to exercise necessary vigil. So RBI's efforts in making sure the Indian rupee is stabilized are several. I wouldn't want to take the House's time on it, but these are details which I lay on the table. Any honourable members who want to see it can go into the details of how RBI is constantly keeping a watch on the volatility of Indian rupee. So there was an interesting question raised by the former finance minister. Reduction of external affairs budget. In fact, he started his debate participation by talking about that at the outset. Made me feel that why would he want to start talking on external affairs rather than talking about many other finance ministry related specifics. But he wanted to ask as to reduction on external affairs budget. Are we reducing India's global presence? Was his question, sir. I was a bit surprised by this. The total expenditure of Ministry of External Affairs in 23-24 was about 28,914 crores. It included 8,193 crore for payment to Exim Bank. And why would it include payment to Exim Bank? Because Exim Bank was almost compelled towards invoking guarantees against doubtful debts. Exim Bank supports a lot of activity overseas, and in the instance of the payments not coming in time, they will have to invoke guarantee. So that guarantee being invoked by Exim Bank will have to be filled up by the government, and therefore 8,193 crore was given in the year 23-24. That thankfully didn't have to be given again. So to that extent, the amount has come down. So that doesn't mean external affairs' budget has come down, but that unique situation, not very fortunate, but unique situation which arose, where guarantees being invoked had to be supported because of bad debts outside. It could be a line of credit which given to some country which is in distress, whatever. That doesn't get repeated. So to that extent, this year's allocation to Ministry of External Affairs does not include that amount. So the 24-25 external affairs is about 25 to 77 crores, which also includes 4,383 crore for payment to Exim Bank towards guarantees invoked against doubtful debts. 23-24 had it, 24-25 had it, but 24-25 had half of what was given earlier, 8,100, 4,300. As a result, if the amount provided for payment to Exim Bank towards guarantees invoked against doubtful debt is excluded, if it is excluded, core expenditure of budgetary provision of MEA in 23-24 and RE 24-25 is 20,721 crore and 20,984 crore respectively. So there is no reduction for MEA. And just as a matter of detail, sir, the total amount received from Government of India during 22-23 to 23-24 aggregated, as I said, 8,191 crore. Of the above 8,000 odd crores, an amount aggregating to 7,160 crore, that is 87% of it, pertains to LOCs extended prior to May 2014. They were extended at that time. We are like, sir, you're a Hindi scholar. I don't want to risk my Hindi. Bhugat bogi. What do you say? Booked bogi. We are booked bogi of what happened prior to May 2014. Sir, also one question which was raised by many other members was about food subsidy. Food subsidy, sir. Provision made under food subsidy 25-26 is realistic and it factors reduced costs on account of the gains accruing from equity infusion made by Government of India for Food Corporation of India. 11,000 crores was infused into FCI in 23-24. As a result, the provision reflects that and rationalizes to that extent. So this has helped actually in that it helps reduce its short-term borrowing, and that has to be kept in mind, sir. So infusion has helped. Fertilizer subsidies, sir, 2024-25, 1.64 lakh crores was given. It has been increased to 1.68 lakh crore for 25-26. So no, we have not reduced. And let us also recall that in the Purvanchal area, sir, 3 urea factories which were lying idle have been revived because of Purvanchal. Purvodaya, which is a big point which Honorable Prime Minister believes in and wants to revive the eastern region. And 3 of them are all in the eastern region. Now to add further, this budget has restored Namrup in Assam so that 12.7 lakh metric tons of urea can be produced, and that can also add to our fertilizer urea availability and a reduction in the imports. So these are steps taken one by one with a conscious attempt to make sure the eastern region can grow and grow well. So I'm not sure if facts of these questions which have been raised by many members have not been answered earlier. Maybe they were answered earlier. But I'd like to just highlight some of the issues where, is it a Bihar bonanza budget? Is it a budget only for one state? Does it mean that no other state gets anything? It's repeatedly been asked, and I've been answering this. So I just want to highlight, and also the question that you have not consulted the states before getting this budget. Not true at all, sir. Every year before the budget is made, all finance ministers from states spend a whole day talking about what are the states' priorities. We listen to them patiently and also include them in our budget making process. And I already expanded on the point that 1.5 lakh crore is the amount that we have now made provision for capital assets for states. So regional imbalances and infrastructure gap, PM Gati Shakti actually tells you where the gap is for which infrastructure program, and therefore we are able to fund them better. And regional imbalances are also being addressed. I already said 25.01 lakh crores is what is being projected to be given in the year 25-26. So, whether it's Bihar or only BJP states, it's just an unfounded allegation. I want to dispel that thought from the members. I'll give you the details, sir. Punjab, Shri Nitin Gadkari ji has informed the Rajya Sabha in December itself that 38 national highway projects were sanctioned in the last 3 years for Punjab and for the development of 825 kilometers of roads amounting to 22,160 crore only for Punjab. Telangana, sir. Kakatiya Mega Textile Park in Warangal, announced as PM Mitra Mega Textiles Park. In August 2024, Union Cabinet approved industrial node in Zahirabad under the National Industrial Corridor Development Program. These are two major big-ticket items being done for Telangana.
Please,
sir,
please, back.
the Jharkhand,
no,
sir.
Please, no.
In Jharkhand.
No. Please, back. Not going on record. Renka ji, back jai. Not going on record. Please, not permitted. Please, no.
Sir, let me hear it, sir.
Please, please, take it. Honorable Finance Minister, please speak. Please. Please. बीच में बिना चेयर की अनुमति के ना बोले, प्लीज नो प्लीज.
So what was it, sir? So what is that question, sir? I'm quite willing to answer. What is that question, sir? So let me hear it, sir.
It's related. It's related Reorganization Act compensation.
Sir, AP Reorganization Act and what has been given to Telangana, as much as I'm sure the other side of the AP Reorganization Act will immediately get up and say, what have you given us? I'm willing to answer every question on that. AP Reorganization Act, as to what has been given in particular for Telangana, I'm willing to spend a few minutes on it, as much as I would probably now or a bit later mention, and probably I will say this one line at the beginning, whether it is this party or that party, doesn't matter. I'm talking on behalf of the state Telangana, people Telangana, as much as all of us want to talk. At the time of reorganization, post the Reorganization Act getting passed, Telangana was revenue surplus. Today, it is, I'm sorry to say, I'm not picking on any one state. Every state has its issues. But today, the debt that Telangana is in, despite the measures taken by the central government, I will read this out, and I'm not blaming this party or that party, I repeat. But AP Reorganization Act, and to that extent Telangana, what it should get. I will point by point say, some of which I'll say with your permission, sir. I mentioned about Kakatiya Mega Textile Park, Zahirabad as a corridor nodal point, then Samakka Saraka Central Tribal University, part of the Reorganization Act. The foundation stone also has been laid for AIMS in BB Nagar, close to Warangal. Roadways, 2,605 kilometers of national highway constructed in Telangana since 2014, AP Reorganization Act ke baad. 4 greenfield corridors being built under Bharatmala project in Telangana. Railways, record railway budget allocation of 5,337 crores. Since June 2024, Union Cabinet approved new lines between Erupalem and Namburu and between Malkangiri and Pandurangapuram. constructed 753 kilometers of new tracks in Telangana since 2014. 5 Vande Bharat trains introduced and started from Telangana. 40 railway stations being redeveloped for Telangana. Social infrastructure, sir. Over 2 lakh houses being built under PM Awas Urban, completed. 31 lakh household toilets constructed under Swachh Bharat mission. 38 lakh tap water connections provided under Jal Jeevan mission, Telangana. 82 lakh Ayushman cards provided. 199 Jan Aushadhi Kendras operationalized. 1.2 lakh Jan Dhan accounts opened. And over 75 lakh Mudra accounts sanctioned.
Please. Let Honorable Finance Minister conclude her speech, please. No, it's not open
Sir,
discussion. No, please.
Jharkhand,
It is
sir.
please take your very seasoned.
Jharkhand.
Madam, take you. She has replied in detail. No. बहुत विस्तार से माननीय फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर ने जवाब दिया है. अब नो डिस्कशन फर्दर. नो, लेट हर स्पीक.
I've added one more, sir.
आपकी बात रिकॉर्ड पे जाएगी. आप
I'd like to add one more, sir. Telangana, for the 9 districts, which is the backward districts, as per the Reorganization Act, 50 crores for each district, which is 450 crores into 6 installments. Total of 2,700 crores provided for this backward district development for 9 districts, all Telangana.
Please. Please. Let Honorable Finance Minister continue, please.
Sir, Dr. Lakshman from Telangana is right in saying that. I forgot it. Srimati Indira Gandhi had contested from Medak district, Medak constituency. All right, sir. She won from Medak, represented that constituency. But who has given the first railway station for Medak? Prime Minister Modi. Sir, Telangana throbs for Ramagundam, sir. Very important. Very important. Who has helped revive that Ramagundam, sir, for Telangana? Prime Minister Modi. So, the capacity of Ramagundam, sir, after the revival is 12.7 lakh metric tons. Also for the record. So, no state.
Please take your. No, she has replied in detail. I'm not allowed you, madam. You're a very senior man. Please take your seat. No. आप सभी बैठिए.
Sir, no state has been ignored under Prime Minister Modi. Jharkhand,
Yes,
sir.
you all sit.
No point getting angry, sir.
Yes.
A point raised, point answered.
Yes.
You want more?
Please continue.
Huh?
Please.
Sir, Sir, the point is,
Please take your seat. रेणुका जी, please take your seat. रेणुका जी, please. आपस में बात नहीं, please. Please. रेणुका जी, please.
Sir.
Dr. Lakshman, please.
Sir, kindly. Sir, actually, I kept reading only some of the main things.
Yes.
But more for the sentiment of Telangana, sir. More for the sentiment of Telangana, sir. Just as Ramagundam, just as Sammaka, Saraka, these are very big, sentimental and right points for Telangana. One other right point for Telangana, sir. I missed out on saying I seek your indulgence. Turmeric which is produced in Telangana is one of the classiest turmeric. One of the very good quality turmeric and produced in Telangana. Who gave the turmeric board? Located in Nizamabad, Prime Minister Modi, sir. With due respect to the honorable member who is feeling so charged about Telangana, we are here also equally charged for Telangana, but we show it in action and not by just raising the questions. So, for every question that is asked, sir, because it's an emotional issue, we are also responding by action rather than keep raising the issue. We are showing action. So, Jharkhand, in October 2023, the Union Cabinet sanctioned the North Koil Reservoir project at a revised cost estimate of 2,430.76 crore. And that is for Jharkhand. So this budget is not for Bihar. This budget is not only for BJP states. Every state is getting their right due. There is nothing that I am saying, oh, we are giving. No, states deserve to get it. They will get it. They are getting.